Hey everybody, we just boarded the Oceania Vista and the first impressions are amazing. I mean, the ship is so well appointed and we're just getting familiar with it. We're going to be walking around and going to be having lunch in a few minutes, and we'll be sailing, I believe, around 4 or 5 o'clock, and the itinerary will take us to other ports in Italy and in Greece, and we're going to have a great time exploring ashore, exploring on board, and getting familiar with the beautiful Oceania Vista. We've been walking around the ship, and every lounge and area that we discover is more outstanding than the previous area. It's really a beautiful ship. It is really well appointed and well put together, and the construction of the ship is just phenomenal. You know, from the hardware to the software. We're up on the outer decks. There's a massive pool here, and we're going to be leaving in a couple hours. There's some other ships in port. We've got Celebrity in port. We have a ship actually that has a Batman logo on it here. I've never seen that before. Looks like a ferry that goes around the islands here. And the weather is clearing up. It's going to be a great sailing. The ship is absolutely full, and I'm really excited to be on the first cruise. Actually, there was a cruise prior to this, but that was the inaugural celebration, inaugural voyage. But this is the first cruise, and it is jam-packed. The ship is sold out, and I can see why. I mean, it's really a stunning, stunning ship. We signed up for exercise classes, and we're going to be ready to go in just a few hours, and hopefully the weather will cooperate and be even sunnier. One of the restaurants on the Oceania Vista is the Polo Grill with panoramic views, and if you have a large party, you can get a dedicated room here and have dinner in a very intimate setting. I can't wait to taste the food. Today was a jam-packed day, you know, embarking on the ship, getting used to all the surroundings of this beautiful ship called the Oceania Vista. And tomorrow is our first port of call. So we're gonna go to bed early. We had a great dinner. It was an Asian fusion dinner at an amazing restaurant called Red Ginger. I can't wait to experience that once again, and all the other alternative restaurants on board the Oceania. Until then, have a great evening. We'll see you in the morning.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Good morning. Today we find ourselves in Sorrento, a charming coastal town nestled in the southwest of Italy. Let's discover the beautiful things this enchanting destination has in store for us. Left Sorrento about 35-40 minutes ago on very winding roads that went up and around, and you know, this is how it is in the Amalfi Coast. And we arrived here at the villas of Vesuvius, and it's a beautiful, beautiful ancient villa, and you can see, you know, the architecture dating back many, many, many years. It's preserved very well, and it's an amazing tour to feel as if you're sitting in this history that happened years and years ago. It's almost like it happened today, because the preservation of this villa is just outrageous. It's in perfect shape. We're here at Sorrentino Winery. You're in a private wine room that you come here and you have tastings. The view here is amazing. In the distance you see Sorrento. You know, the soil here for wine is perfect because the volcano years ago, Vesuvius, devastated the area, and now the soil is very rich in minerals, which makes it perfect for growing grapes and drinking wine. What I love about the Sorrentino Winery is that it's family owned. You know, the minute you arrive here, you've got the mothers, you've got the fathers, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the daughters, the sons, all greeting you. And they're all involved in the production of the wine. So it's all made with love. I can't wait to have a drink. This was a great experience, but it's time to go back to the ship. We just finished the captain's cocktail party. Met the captain. Of course, he's from Italy, along with a lot of his senior officers, and introduced the entire team. And quite interesting. They had the master chef on board, the senior chef. The cruise director was amazing. I mean, he's an old friend. Oh, there he is, right there, Paul. How are you, Paul?
Bill Hanna.
Nice to see you.
How are you, Bill?
Good, good. I didn't know you were singing so well.
Well, we do what we can when we can, right?
Paul and I have been cruise directors. Well, I've been cruise director for about 12 years. How long have you been playing?
Since 2001.
2001, yeah. I started on Mardi Gras, Carnival, Festival.
Yes.
Average ship was about 800 passengers. And you?
I started legendary SS Norway right out of college in 1995. 1,035 feet, the largest cruise ship in the world at that time. The old Big Blue Canoe, the old lady.
The Vista is really the culmination of all the Oceania ships that I've been on rolled into one. This is amazing.
We're very proud of her.
And it's a pleasure to see you again. And
Yes.
a pleasure to see you as a cruise director here.
Yeah, quite an honor to be chosen as the inaugural cruise director for the inaugural season. But as you know, cruise directors, whether you're former, current, it's part of a fun fraternity.
Absolutely.
We're always welcoming people back to enjoy a new ship, new itinerary, and a new brand.
You know, as cruise director on Carnival, I was very good at doing horse racing and calling bingo. Any chance you can get me up there this week?
Well, not gone are the days of the horse racing.
Oh,
Still
no.
have a bingo. Times are tough. Times are tough.
Oh, no.
Oh, those Dyson horses.
Oh,
And
no.
all to the Clue Factory.
Bingo, they still do bingo.
We still do bingo on the
Under
sea
the
days.
before or
Or
after, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And you know the Star Wars number?
No.
Obi-Wan. Wow. Yes, fun.
Let me write that. Hold on. Let me write that down. Obi-Wan. That was good.
It's amazing all the things you find walking around the ship. And the best way to end the evening is watching a show in the ship's theater.
So we're here in Taormina. We're here in the center. This is the center town road here with shops on either side, and the rain has stopped, and we're going to start exploring. The town really is something very, very special. The way the buildings are just cut into the mountain, and it's really, really spectacular. Behind me is the center point of Taormina, right in the center here. This is the cathedral. It's beautiful. It's open to the public. You can tour it. It's wonderful to see. From the amphitheater, you have probably the most picturesque and panoramic view of Taormina. Take a look at this. We're here in the center square here in front of the bell tower of the Cathedral of Messina. And today they have the master chefs here, all from Italy. They're filming a segment actually of the show Master Chef. So they're all here cooking. I can smell it in the air. Hopefully I'll get something to eat before I walk away here.
Sadly, we couldn't taste the master chef dishes, but I'm not going to leave Italy without trying some pizza.
You can't leave Italy without having pizza, and we're here at Siciliano. It's an amazing pizza place right here in Messina. And we just had a margarita pizza, and this gentleman here is cooking right here in the oven. We just finished another one. What is this? Let's take a look. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. For me? For me? No? No? For me? No? Fantastic. Right across from the cruise ship here in Messina. You have to try this place. It's the best pizza I've ever had. Morning, everyone. We just arrived in Argostoli, Greece. And I can't go ashore without having a nice cup of coffee here at the bistro here in the beautiful Oceania Vista. It's a beautiful day. It's clearing up, and we're going to go ashore. We're going to be going to a cave today and exploring a beautiful cave in Argostoli. We're going to take you there. We're going to be doing some rowing in the cave and hiking down to the cave. It's going to be very dark, so hopefully you'll be able to see me. And there might be some bats there, so I'm going to be, alert if they don't get in my hair. We're here at Dragorati Cave, and the temperature has dropped about 20 degrees, and I feel like I'm on another planet. It's almost like I'm outer space. It's really quite remarkable to be here. This cave apparently is 300 years old, but apparently they really think it's 100 million years old.
Melisani Cave is a popular attraction known for its stunning underground lake with crystal clear waters, which is where we head up now.
We're here in the Melisani Lake, and we have a great driver. His name is Argostoli. He's going to be taking us from here all the way to Mykonos. It's a long ride, but we have plenty. You have food on board? Okay. Well, it's going to be nice. The sun is out. It's beautiful. You know, this cave at one time had a roof or a top to it, but it collapsed and it's completely exposed. The water is blue as can be, and not too deep here. It's like 10 meters deep. Really, really stunning. Just to be here is remarkable.
The cave was named after the nymph Melisande, who drowned herself in the lake according to an old Greek myth. It's just beautiful to witness and live this experience.
We made it back. Argostoli did not disappoint. We had a great day between the caves and the lake and just exploring the town. It was just fabulous. So we had an amazing driver. Actually, the driver we had today was the same driver we had last year. What are the chances of meeting him again? It wasn't planned. He was just at the pier and we just reconnected. It was amazing. He remembered us immediately because I was the one who tipped very poorly. But anyway, now we're going back to the ship and gonna have a great dinner and relax and maybe even go to the spa. I'm exhausted. An amazing day can only be complemented by amazing food. On the Oceania Vista, they have this seafood extravaganza. What does that mean? That is food from the ocean. Anything you could find from the ocean is available at this beautiful buffet. I can't wait to eat. We just arrived in Corfu and we took a taxi from the port to the city. It was about 10-15 minutes. We're here in the city, just exploring here. It's obviously a lot of local shops and restaurants and cobblestone streets and really very, very quaint. The locals seem very, very friendly here and we're going to just take a deeper dive into Corfu and see what it's all about. We're here in Corfu, and as many of you may know, it's known as the Emerald Island for its lushness and beauty. Well, today it's raining a lot, so it's still lush, but it's wet, and we tried to get an amazing picture or video, and we're right here by the airport. And we actually saw a plane land just a few minutes ago, and but it looks like it's going to remain like this all day long. Nevertheless, it's a very nice island. People are super friendly, and we're going to go around a little bit more and explore just a little bit more before returning to the ship, just to get a taste of the island, even though it's not such a nice day. We just came back to the ship. We tried to explore Corfu as much as we could, but because of the weather, everything was kind of like limited. So we had a brief view of the island, and it was quite nice. Saw a few things and went to the town, saw some of the points of interest, and now we're just back on the ship to relax and enjoy and have a bite to eat, and excited for what the day holds us on board. All the entertainment and activities and lots going on.
One of the many beautiful things I came across walking the ship was a pickleball court and an 18-hole mini golf course. That was surprising and fun, actually. Later that day, I spoke with the captain, and he shared with me that he and the crew are always taking care of the ship, navigating and taking all precautions they need to have safe and smooth sailings. I asked if anyone could meet the captain and crew. He shared that it's only officially available at the captain's welcome party or at a lunch. So if you're lucky enough, you could try to meet him at dinner time. I said thanks to the captain for his time. I appreciate it a lot. Today we are in Croatia, just outside the western walls of the old town of Dubrovnik. We are heading to Fort Lovernik to see if we can guess in what TV show this has been seen.
We just walked up 200 steps to the top of Fort Lovernik, and if it looks familiar with you, this is where they filmed the TV series Game of Thrones. The view up there is like heaven on earth of the old city, the new city. Is just phenomenal, really. Dubrovnik is the most popular tourist spot all throughout Croatia. Croatia obviously has other ports for cruise ships like Split but Dubrovnik is the port where the ships gravitate to. Matter of fact, we're in with several ships today, and the amount of people here in the old city is just, it's got to be thousands upon thousands of people. Everywhere you look, it's wall-to-wall people. Lots of little shops and souvenirs, Games of Thrones, official merchandise. You know, they play on a Game of Thrones, obviously. That's a big pull here for tourism. And the architecture here is very traditional. And the streets are made of beautiful limestone. It's really a remarkable little city here. And there's many restaurants. We're going to try one a little bit later and try the local foods here in Croatia. I'm not sure what the local delicacy is here, but we're certainly going to try it and experience that, because we love to experience food when we go to these places. I can't believe it's the last day of the cruise. You know, it went by just like that. 7 days ago almost, we boarded in Italy, had a great time there, spent time in Italy exploring, and then we boarded the ship, and the ship is very port intensive. What do I mean by that? Every day you're in a different port. There's virtually no sea days. So it took us from Italy, it took us to Greece, and now we're in Croatia. It really gave us a sampling of this region, which was really remarkable. I mean, it was a lot of running around because there's not a lot of time to relax in between, but it was really worth every minute of it, because we had a chance to see Greece, Italy, and 2 ports in Croatia, not only Dubrovnik, but here we are in Zadar. Zadar is a captivating destination that seamlessly blends ancient history with modern charm. With its rich heritage, stunning architecture, and vibrant atmosphere, Zadar offers a memorable experience for travelers. Stepping into Zadar's old town, you are immediately transported back in time. The streets are lined with well-preserved Roman ruins, medieval churches, and Venetian fortifications, each telling a tale of the city's storied past. We're standing here in front of the St. Donat Church here in the square in Zadar. This is from the 9th century, and attached to the church is a bell tower. And I'm just going to wait around until they ring the bell, because every time I ring the bell and hear the bell, I think it's time to eat. Climbing to the top of the clock tower rewards you with a breathtaking panoramic view of Zadar's old town. From this vantage point, you can admire the ancient city walls, historic buildings, and the Adriatic Sea stretching out in the distance. I've been here for like an hour and a half already, and the bell hasn't rung. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm going for lunch. On my way looking for a bite to eat, I came across this unique attraction known as Sun Salutation. Embedded with solar panels, the Sun Salutation harnesses the power of the sun, transforming it into a magical dance of light during the evening hours. And it's not only a remarkable artistic creation, but also a symbol of sustainable energy. I can't believe tomorrow the cruise is over already. I guess the old saying, when you're having fun, time goes by very quickly. But we have a full day tomorrow in Trieste, Italy, before we fly from Venice all the way to London, in between our 2 adventures, which will be another cruise that we'll be doing of the French Riviera. Again, Oceania Vista did not disappoint. It was an amazing experience, and I'll be sad to leave, because not only did I make friends among the fellow guests on board, but I made friends among the crew. It really was a first-class experience, and really sorry to leave. So we've been walking around Trieste, and I noticed there's an abundance of cafes, and it turns out there's more cafes here in Trieste than any other city in Europe. Apart from the cafes, the restaurants, the shops, and it's really very quaint. And we have a few hours, obviously, before we take off for our next destination. We are here in a plaza in Trieste, and it's the largest plaza with the most expansive sea view. It's amazing. I mean, you look out and you have a panoramic view of the sea, larger than any other plaza in Europe. Well, I found the perfect street to have coffee on. Seems like there's 2 or 3 cafes right here behind me, and I've never tasted Italian coffee.
I've had coffee from Colombia and different countries, but never from Italy. And Italian coffee apparently is a staple here. We're going to taste some and see if we like it. So we have to find the perfect cafe to do that. And I think this is the street to do that because there are many places and many people here. So if there's a lot of people at the cafes, they're doing something right. And it's not only tourists that are here. There's a lot of locals that are here. It's Saturday, so it's very, very busy.
I've had a lot of fun on this adventure to many cities, beautiful destinations, delicious food aboard the Oceania Vista. Everything I expect from a long trip aboard this beautiful ship. I hope you enjoyed it too, and please subscribe if you haven't done yet, and I'll see you on our next journey.